10 things that I will continue to spend my money on in 2025 because I feel like all I'm seeing right now are people that are on no buy. Let's get into it. Number one,
in 2025, I'm deleting my Amazon app. I'm deleting my Amazon app and I am stopping my Prime subscription. I don't need it anymore.
Your small purchases are keeping you broke. As a recovering shopping addict, I've conditioned my brain to think that anything that costs less than $30 isn't real money. Maybe you're doing this with your daily coffee or reoccurring Amazon purchases.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alex and today we're going to be talking about overspending. So overspending has become a common issue in a world full of ads and easy payment options. People often buy things to feel better, to keep up with trends, only to regret it later. Credit cards and buy now, pay later option make it harder to notice how much adds up. It's a reminder that financial control starts with mindful choices and more purchases. Without further ado, guys, let's dive into the videos and watch.
Where I can have a list, I can have the budget, but sometimes I forget what I have at home and what I don't have at home. So I end up buying. And then like one time I bought like 4 ketchup bottles because I kept forgetting I bought ketchup. So I think it's an inner me. Maybe I need to check the list like of the whole entire thing that I want to cook before I actually go to the grocery store. So that way I'm not double buying, if that makes sense. So I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. And I forgot at Aldi, you need to pay for a bag too. So 6 for the bag. So I got the paper bag. I got the unsweetened almond milk. I got the pasta, the diced tomato cans. I got creamer for the coffee. And the last thing I got is the multi-pepper pack. Oh no, the last thing I got is actually the beef. Okay. So let me see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items I got, which is a pretty good deal because I got it for $17.41. So I did not reach my goal in any way. It's gonna be better. I'm gonna be one of those girlies that actually get it. Okay, so maybe this should be a goal like for next week because I kind of like to go shopping every week, sometimes even every day, so I don't end up wasting food. But next time, I'm gonna make a goal for the budget. I'm gonna check the kitchen first to see if the complete recipe is there, okay? And not just go off what's in my mind. And yeah, we're gonna see.
Yeah, interesting stuff with this lady, you know, guys. What you do to just not overspend, you know, I will be very happy to read all these comments below, you know, guys. And please like, share, subscribe. It's really important for me. I try to grow the channel. And if you want to support the channel, I have referral links down below in the description. Thank you in advance. If you want to use it, it's up to you. And let's dive to the next video and watch.
So, you know what I've noticed? That like 99.9% of my problems are money problems. And not the good money problems. Bitch, the broke money problems. It's 2025 and everything is 2025. Pretty much $1,000. Everything is so expensive. Like, girl, me breathing right now is probably like worth $2-3 because bitch, being outside is not cheap anymore. Bitch, I'm trying to stay inside my motherfucking house because it's expensive out here. So anyways, my thought was if I had a little extra motherfucking cash, like a couple bands extras every month, I probably wouldn't be stressed. I would be happy and I wouldn't be looking like this. And also the body wouldn't be looking like this, baby. I would be looking like motherfucking I would be looking like a motherfucking snack. But no, I don't look like a snack. I could look like a fucking quarter pounder. So anyways, yeah, happy Wednesday.
Yeah, what do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Really good thoughts from this lady. And let's dive to the next video and watch.
I'm making some rules to help my spending and also my crippling anxiety. So here we go. Storms only on Fridays, and I have to do 4 workouts that week before I get a storm. If you don't live in Tampa and you don't know what Storm is, it's basically just like a $6 energy drink. No more Uber Eats unless I have a gift card. I'm done. I had a problem last year and it's ending. Chipotle Sundays only. I am in the 0.1% of Chipotle's top customers. I love you, but like, we're only doing Chipotle on Sundays. I do it every Sunday, but like now I'm only gonna do Sundays. I have to change my contacts 3 times a week. I have dailies, but I do wear them every single day. It's really bad. I know, don't lecture me, but I'm gonna try to start changing them 3 times a week. A skincare routine 3 times a week. I don't do skincare. I know it's so bad. I don't know, you guys. I just don't do it, but I'm gonna try. Going out once a week, and I need to be home by 2 a.m. I've been closing down the bar for the last 8 months because I have been having a crisis. So that's gonna stop too. We're really done with that. No blacking out. I'm on a bunch of antidepressants, so like when you mix antidepressants with alcohol, you just like, and I really need to start being more mindful of my drinking and my tolerance, because yes, it's all like fun and dandy, I always have a good time, but like it's just really not good to be drinking that much all the time. Reading or Bible study every other night. I know this comes as a shock, but I am Catholic and I try to do my Bible study pretty often. I know some of my actions don't reflect that. I'm working on it, you guys. I am working on it. You have to start somewhere. I love reading. I love books, and I really need to start reading them more. Cut down on screen time. My screen time is so bad. Part of it is because of work, but also it just has to stop. Avoid gluten and dairy. I already do this. I don't eat gluten, but I'd like to stop eating dairy too. No soda. This one's gonna be so hard for me, but diet only when I'm eating out. No new clothes or like random purchases unless with money made from selling stuff. So like I sell my clothes to like Plato's Closet and like consignment stores and like Facebook Marketplace. I can buy new stuff with that money, but I have to be done buying clothes. I have so many. We're done. Thrifting for special occasions that require a new outfit. Things like Gasparilla or different like events. Sometimes like I go to like sporting games and I need to go buy a shirt or something. Thrifting. No new skincare products or makeup unless it's a restock of something that I consistently use. I get so much PR. I have boxes and boxes of skincare and makeup. I don't need to be buying anymore. There are no Sephora or Ulta trips in 2025. I'm learning, you guys. I'm growing. I'm human too. I've made mistakes, but we're really gonna try to be better this year because my bank account is financially suffering.
Yeah, interesting stuff from this lady. Do you have your own rules for 2025? So you're not gonna overspend. I would be very happy to read it in the comments below. I'll try to read all the comments right now. Okay, guys. Let's dive to the next video and watch.
If this video landed on your For You page and you're currently watching this, you're probably an overconsumer. You either eat out a lot, buy a lot of clothes, buy a lot of makeup, maybe you buy a lot of perfume as well, but I'm here to help. So my biggest goal in 2025 is actually to save more money and spend less. There are about 3 ways you can probably start doing this. So the first thing you want to start doing is be thankful for everything you have. If you have a roof over your head, if you have food to eat, and you have clothes to wear. Like I have all these foundations, and some of them are full. You really don't need that many. And then what you really want to do is you want to kind of take into account everything you have and know exactly what's in your drawers. If you do that, you'll remind yourself what you don't need to buy. So I actually know exactly what I have for my makeup, my perfume. That way, when I'm out, I don't end up buying it again. The second thing you want to do seems kind of counterproductive, but it's actually a really good method. It's to make a list of everything you actually want. If you know exactly what you want when you're out, you're more likely not to spend money on something that you don't need just because you saw it. So maybe there's a perfume you've always wanted and you see other ones that are on sale. It's better to buy the one that you actually want when time comes around than buying a bunch of things that you really don't need. And the last thing you want to do is, if you can, try to use it every single day. So I have a bunch of lip glosses, a bunch of foundations. I have so many different clothes, so many different shoes. And what I try to do is I try to wear one of them almost every single day. Otherwise, what's the point in buying it? So what I'm actually going to be doing is I have my calendar over here, which is actually my year calendar. It has almost every single day on it. And what I do is I track the hours I work, I track how many times I go to the gym, and I also track how much money I'm spending everywhere I go. And I also track how much money I'm actually earning from my jobs as well. And those are right now my tips and tricks for being an overconsumer. If you really are like me as well and you want to get out of this habit, we can go on this journey together.
Yeah, interesting stuff from this lady. What do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Just make a list, or just buy actually what you need, so you're not gonna overconsume. I will be very interested, to read all your comments below, guys. So let me know what do you think about that. Okay, guys. Let's dive to the next video and watch.
Friendly reminder, you do not need that headband wig for the gym. You see this? She done got me through a lot, and her time is up. So you know what I did? I took it, put a little ponytail, put a little headband on, and there goes your headband wig. Yup. You do not need a wig specifically for the gym. Just go in that closet, go in that wig supply, wherever you keep your wigs at. Get you a headband, a nice thick headband with nice and thick, and just slap it on. Slap it on. This is my headband wig. I'm not finna let TikTok ruin my pockets. Not in this economy. I don't know what's going on with the money on. This is my headband wig. Thank you.
Yeah, very interesting stuff of this lady. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below. And let's dive in the next video and watch.
If you're doing a no-buy or low-buy in 2025, this video is for you. Since posting about my journey healing my spending habits, I've talked to so many people who have tried and failed to do a no-buy. The most common mistake that I hear is that they treated it as a punishment for overspending. If you use a no-buy as a way to just suppress your spending habit, layering on all these restrictions to manage your shopaholic ways, you're not going to see lasting results. Long-term change comes from focusing on the person underneath those layers of restrictions, because once your no-buy ends and those are lifted, you don't have them to rely on anymore. You have to focus on mindset and viewing your no-buy as a transformative experience instead of a temporary restriction to suppress your spending. A personal growth bootcamp, if you will. Not only is this way more empowering, it will keep you open to the lessons and mental shifts that will inevitably come to you throughout the process. So if there is one thing you take from this video, do not start a low buy or a no buy as a restrictive punishment for your spending habits. Instead, go into it with the explicit intention of coming out the other side a better you.
Yeah, interesting stuff from this lady. Like always, guys, I want to know what your thoughts in the comments below. Let's dive in the next video and watch.
10 things that I will continue to spend my money on in 2025 because I feel like all I'm seeing right now are people that are on no buy. Let's get into it. Number 1, my nails. Every time someone sees my nails, they're like, do you get your nails done? I say yes, and then they go on a rant about how expensive it is. I get it. So the only 2 things that I really do for self-maintenance are my nails and my bikini waxes. So I guess they kind of go hand in hand. And I 100% will continue to spend money on those 2 things. Number 3, I guess, is what I call my cute drinks. So the $5 coffees, bobas, smoothies. Listen, I work 80 hours a week. If the $5, $6, $7 coffee is going to make me happy and have the will to go to work for 13 hours, so be it. And no, I'm not interested in making my coffee at home. I'm just not. Number 4 is anything cute for work. Badge reels, Crocs, scrubs, cute sweaters, water bottles. Like I said, I'm at work for 80 hours a week. I deserve the cute things. And I think it just makes it more fun. Like, for example, I have Valentine's Day themed stuff, Halloween stuff, Christmas stuff, and I spend so much time at work. Why not look cute? It's kind of one of those things. You look good, you feel good. Number 5 is purses in moderation. And in 2024, I did a really good job of this. Only buying pieces that might be a little bit more expensive, but that I truly love. And because of that, I don't have a lot of clutter. And purses are my thing. We all have our hobbies. Some people love spending their money on gym stuff. Some people have collectibles or other hobbies. This is mine. I love purses, so I will continue to spend money on things that make me happy. Number 6, self-explanatory, my son's allowance. If the grades are good, if the room is clean, and if the attitude is respectful, then he will get an allowance. Number 7, what I call like our little like entertainment fund for my son and I. So like basically experiences, go to the movies, go to the aquarium, new restaurants, new ice cream places. Number 8 is my son's like activities or school activities, and I'm adding this in here because every time I share with people all the stuff that my son does, they're like, isn't that kind of excessive? But no, it's not, because that's why he is an only child. And what I mean by that is like sports, band, anything that I have to pay for, Lego club, art club. He right now he's doing guitar lessons, piano lessons, all of that. I will 100% continue to fund in 2025. Number 9 is all of the subscriptions that I pay. I pay all the subscriptions for my family. So I pay like Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, like Apple Music, you name it. I pay for all of those. I feel like my parents did their absolute best in raising me, and my mom's like, oh my God, I'm not going to pay $5 for the subscription, so I pay for it. Same thing with my dad. If my little brothers can watch a movie that they want to watch because I'm paying for it, that's completely fine with me. And number 10, I should have added this with number 1, but my son's haircuts and my haircuts. I only get haircuts twice a year. My son gets a haircut every 2 weeks. And again, I don't want to do any of these services myself. I don't want to do my nails. I don't want to do my own bikini waxes. I don't want to do my son's hair. I just don't want, I'm paying for convenience, and I'm okay with that. So I will continue to pay for that as well. And that's everything. Also, I just thought of this. I will be doing a video right after this of the number 1 thing that I will not be buying in 2025, which is my biggest downfall, and will save me so much money, and it's literally just one thing.
Yeah, interesting thought from this lady. You know, what do you have in mind for what 10 things you will not gonna, you know, you will still gonna pay for 2025 in 2025? Let me know in the comments below what this 10 things gonna be. Okay, guys, let's dive to next video and watch.
It's only been 3 days into the new year, and I am struggling so bad. I decided that this year was going to be the year where I take financial literacy so seriously, and I already do that, but I know that I could do so much better. I want to retire early. I have so many financial goals that I really want to hit this year, and if I stay focused, I know that I will hit them. But when I tell you, it's only been 3 days, and I'm struggling so bad. Last night, I didn't want to cook dinner. I wanted to get takeout, and I had to remind myself that's no longer an option. I wanted to get a bagel this morning. That's also not an option. Make a bagel at home. You have everything to make a bacon, egg, and cheese in your kitchen, but I just don't want to do that. I did. I forced myself to do it, but it was such a struggle. I wanted to order a few things on Amazon last night. I also didn't allow myself to do that. And I don't remember the last time where I went a full day where I didn't purchase anything. And that is so incredibly sad. But it's been 3 days of this, and I'm just like, I'm struggling, and I never really realized that like consumerism is a true form of addiction. I truly feel like I'm like going through withdrawals.
Yeah, definitely, guys. You know, it's a really interesting thought about that. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments below, and let's dive in the next video and watch.
Your small purchases are keeping you broke. As a recovering shopping addict, I've conditioned my brain to think that anything that costs less than $30 isn't real money. Maybe you're doing this with your daily coffee or reoccurring Amazon purchases. I know how crazy that sounds to a lot of people, but maybe some of you can relate. I have an addiction to buying clothes, and I won't think twice before buying a shirt off eBay for $25 and then the next day buying another for $30. By the end of the week, I've spent over $100. And then all of a sudden, how did I spend over $800 in a month? $25 is not Monopoly money. I bet buying 6 different things for $25 each over 2 weeks wouldn't give you pause, but buying one item for $150 would. It's the same thing. Our brain just processes the information differently. So my goal this year is to purchase with purpose, rewear and use what I have, and stop normalizing $25 as play money. Document and write down your daily expenses. Seeing it visually and adding it up will help you be more cognizant of your spending. $1 is just as valuable as $100 if you spend it over 100 days.
Yeah, interesting thoughts from this lady. Just do your research and don't overspend. What do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below, and let's dive to the next video and watch.
In 2025, I'm deleting my Amazon app. I'm deleting my Amazon app and I am stopping my Prime subscription. I don't need it anymore. I like to online shop, but I also love like fast delivery fees, like shipping fees. I'm like not paying for it. I'm not buying it because it's not free for shipping. That's why Amazon gets me, because it's free shipping and it's fast. So I'm deleting my Amazon account. I'm deleting my Amazon Prime. I'm gonna have to wait if I want something, which I don't want anything. I want things, I don't need things. That's like what I need to figure out. So delete your Amazon app. Delete your Amazon app. Delete your Prime subscription. I'm sorry, Jeff Bezos. I think that's the guy that owns Amazon. Is that the guy that owns Amazon? Someone tell me. But I'm no longer subscribing to you. I'm done, baby boy. Me and you, we're broken up.
Interesting thoughts, so you just need to delete your Amazon Prime subscription so you're gonna spend less. Nice thought, What do you think about that, guys? Let me know in the comments below, and let's have next video and watch.
I'm not spending any money in 2025. A lot of videos I've seen recently have talked about like Project Pan or no buy year. And I think a lot of us have been de-influenced from overconsumption. No judgment, your girly has depression and anxiety. So keeping my space clean is really, really hard for me. And I recently just cleaned out my entire closet and I had to get rid of so much stuff. And to see all of it, the waste that I was creating in front of me, really made me reevaluate what I want to spend my money on. I don't need anything. I have everything I could ever want or need. So this led me to want to do a no buy for 2025.
Yeah, interesting thoughts about that, so no buy content here, in our show. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments below, and let's dive next video and watch.
Why do we do this? Why do we buy so many different trending face products that we don't even know works for our face? It's just trending. Why are we buying it? Why do we have so many different cups, like Stanley cups in different colors, and we only drinking water out of the cup? Why do we buy so many different hair products? The thing is, you don't even know which one fully works when you're using 20 million different products. Why do we have so many different sneakers like Sambas or Nikes and literally just in different colors but the same style? Why do we do this? I do this a lot. Why do we buy like 20, 30 candles when it takes forever to just use one? Why do we buy so many perfumes on TikTok? Not even just TikTok, but TikTok got me with perfumes that I've never even smelled before. But I buy them and then it's like, these stink. Why did I listen to you guys? Comment some things that you absolutely don't need, but you buy a lot of. I post about my natural hair. I post about fashion and also my no spend journey. So follow if you're interested.
Yeah, it's just stuff from this lady, So let me know in the comments below what do you think about that. And let's dive next video and watch.
Let's talk tariffs really quick because that's going to be a buzzword for the next few weeks. It's confirmed that Trump has imposed tariffs on both Mexico and Canada, 25%, and an extra 10% on top of that 25% on China. So what does that mean and how does it affect you? It affects everything.
Everything?
Okay, not everything. It affects car prices because steel and aluminum, those are not cheap, and we import those products from other countries. Think agriculture. Our farmers are already struggling as it is. Produce is now going to be much more expensive than it already is. Tech. Think our iPhones. They're manufactured in China, so they're already so expensive. What is it, over $1,000 for an iPhone? And then the most important one of all, textiles. So those are your clothes. Think Shein, Temu, Amazon, even Target and Walmart. They get their textiles from China, and it's an additional 10%. For example, a t-shirt, let's say it's $10 at Walmart. After the tariffs are imposed, it'll be $13.50. It may not seem like a lot, but that's just for one product. Think if you're buying in bulk. Think if you're buying groceries for a family of 5, that's all going to add up. It's estimated that every American consumer is going to spend an additional $2,000 a year because of these tariffs. How can we fix this? We have to lower our spending. We have to be more financially savvy. Do we really need this extra shirt from TikTok Shop? My fiance just got home. No. Do you really need those shoes? No. Do you really need that new Apple Watch that apparently is sending out chemicals? I don't know, but now it's time to be more financially savvy. We got this.
Yeah, interesting stuff with them stated. What do you think, guys? Do we need to still spend a lot or not? Let me know in the comments below. I think it's you have an obvious answer for this, but still I will be very happy to read all this in the comments below, because I'm trying to read all the comments and it's going to be pretty funny to read them. Okay, guys, let's dive into the next video.
Okay, things that I'm going to continue to spend money on in 2025. Seen a lot of those no buy lists for 2025, and I think that those are really cool. So this is just kind of a twist on that no one asked for. First thing I'm going to continue to spend money on in 2025 is getting coffee out of the house. I am lucky enough to live in a city where I can walk to a coffee shop, and getting out of the house every day and seeing other adults is something that keeps me sane and grounded as a stay-at-home mom. It also helps me get a walk in every morning, which is really nice. So something I will continue to do in 2025 is get coffee out of the house. The second thing I'm going to continue to spend money on in 2025 is having my nails done. Sorry, my baby. The second thing I'm going to continue to spend money on in 2025 is having my nails done. I have historically had a lot of issues with skin picking and nail biting, and having my nails done with something hard helps me not engage in those behaviors. The last thing I'm going to continue to spend money on in 2025 are clothes that fit me. Anyone who's had a baby knows that your body changes in 1,000 ways after you've had a baby. The jeans I'm wearing right now are absolutely massive on me, and I will probably be needing new ones. I buy all my clothes from thrift stores almost exclusively anyways.
Yeah, definitely, guys. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, guys, let's dive in the next video and watch.
A big trend that I'm seeing in the beauty community is a lot of people are pledging that this year is the year they're going to really lean in to underconsumption. Now, to me, that's a great thing. And coming from somebody who has been on somewhat of an underconsumption journey for a while now, just because I was feeling so overwhelmed with how much stuff I had, I thought I would share the top tips that I found really useful when it came to just wanting to want less. To me, underconsumption within the beauty sphere comes in two parts. Firstly, and the more obvious one, is you want to spend less and bring less products into your collection. But also secondly, and one that I think is more overlooked, is you kind of have to relearn how to just love what you have currently and how to enjoy it again whilst ignoring that constant feeling of wanting something new. So I want to do my tips for those two categories separately. So this will be part 1 and it will be followed up by a part 2. So let's talk about the first category, which is trying not to overspend. The first tip that I found really useful is that you don't need to buy new products just to participate in a current beauty trend. As much as beauty brands and beauty influencers will tell you that you need this specific blush to do this strawberry girl trend, chances are you already have products in your current collection that are either going to do the exact same thing or have an effect that is so similar that you won't even notice the difference. The second tip is that we shouldn't always say that new means unique or innovative. When I look into purchasing new products, I really have to sit myself down and be critical and think, will this fill a gap in my collection? And chances are no, because I have so many products from all the different makeup categories that there aren't really any gaps left. And yes, something on the face of it might look really different, but it's not something that a current product in my collection can't already do for me. And the first thing that pops into my head is the new Lisa Eldridge pencil concealer in like a stick pencil form. I very nearly jumped onto it, but at the same time, I already have concealers that might not be in a pencil shape, but I know that they can work to cover my blemishes exactly the same, and I already have it. And the third tip, and this is the one that I had to work on really hard for myself personally because I'm a sucker for this, you do not need limited edition collections just because you like the collection, okay? I know how hard it is, especially when a brand comes out with a collab with, say, like a TV show you really love or an influencer you really love, but are you actually going to use the products in the collection? If the case is no, you don't need it. Because at the end of the day, makeup and beauty items are perishable goods. They are things that are going to expire. So you want to use them up before they do. So unless you're like a diehard collector and you're getting these collections just to like put into like a glass cabinet to stare at and use it as like an exhibit, you don't need it. And look, it's going to be hard. It's going to hurt when you see these limited edition collections, especially when they go out of stock and you know that your chances of getting it are gone. But it is going to be a test of your self-control. Nobody said that underconsumption is easy. It's basically like changing the way you see spending. And yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted, but I promise you in the long run, you'll feel so much better about it if you say no. That's all for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, which should be coming soon.
Yeah, definitely interesting stuff from this lady, you know, so just do your list, do your research, just do not overspend and everything's gonna be okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm done for today. See you in the next one. Like always, guys, be safe and bye for now.